talked about the determination, you talked about the togetherness and the spirit, and you talked to me before the game about how you wanted to be on the score sheet today.
Yeah, I think we played every minute a very good game, also in the first half. But we came 1-0 down in the first half, and then we said, let's keep pushing because we are playing a good game. And then finally I can score, Rasmus also, and we won the game. It's the most important.
When you conceded that goal, you only had 10 players on the pitch just before the break. Did that provoke anger in the dressing room and wanting to fight back from that?
Yeah, we were a little bit angry because we were 10 players, also out of time a bit, so we conceded this goal. But I said before, we came to the first half in the changing room and we said we have to keep playing like this because we are doing a very good game. We have to fight for each other, and then we come back the game.
You had so many chances in the first half and you could feel the atmosphere in the stadium every time you pushed forward. In the second half, was there more urgency from the team as well?
Yeah, I think I played a very good first half, but I missed the chances, and to score is, you can play good, but then if you don't score or you don't win, it's the most important, no? So, but same second half, we start and I score quick, and then the mentality is more different. You are now with more confidence, and I think we play good. Rasmus also incredible goal, so we are very happy.
What does this do? Because there has been a lot of negativity so far this season at Manchester United, but what does this performance, this result do now in terms of momentum, confidence, belief?
Yeah, it's a very important good game because also the fans deserve a win now. Now we are all together with the manager, with the fans, all in the same boat. So important win for us, and keep fighting next week and hopefully win again.
Nice one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Manchester United 0, Brentford 1. Drama and controversy at the end of the half. Was it controversial? Manchester United were unhappy that De Ligt was asked to leave the field of play, and boom, from the corner, Brentford get their goal, Kenny.
Yeah, straight away when we walked off the pitch we thought, oof, trouble. Yeah, I think it's a bit of a job's worth here. The referee, technically, yeah, there's blood there, get him off the pitch. There's 30 seconds to go. He's carried his injury for most of the half. I would have loved to have seen him just let him play on till the half-time. That said, brilliant from Brentford, excuse me. Ball delivered into exactly the right area that you want. But again, you have to question the Manchester United defending. Dalot and Hoyland are the two players responsible. Look at them, Pinnock and Nathan Collins. And it's Diallo, spoke about him before the game, his shadow of the player he was last year. This ain't good enough. Look at him, he's touch tight with Pinnock. Little check move to the near post. That's too easy.
That's awful.
Powder puff defending.
This is awful from Dallo. Look at this. That, like, regardless of controversy with the blood, whatever, that is unacceptable. And the same thing happened at Tottenham. You cannot defend like that from a set play when you're designated a player. No, I disagree with Kenny. There's a significant amount of blood there. I don't think the referee has a choice, because you have to remember the referee has an assessor up above. If he lets him stay on the pitch there, he might get reprimanded. Kenny, I take your point, but he might get reprimanded. That amount of blood, it's not a little nick and a tiny speck of blood. That is hemorrhaging blood.
The wording is really clear. Any player bleeding from a wound must leave the field.
That's
of play.
significant.
They may not return until the referee or fourth official is satisfied the bleeding has stopped. You couldn't be satisfied the bleeding has stopped. And the United medical team had a couple of goes at it.
I didn't think there was much there. The decision was for me when he had the injury initially.
That's when. Look at the amount of blood that's here.
Yeah, we've all, myself and Dan, we've all suffered head injuries during the game. When he suffered the injury originally, that was the decision for me when the medical staff had to say, get him down the tunnel, you're going to be around for 5 or 10 minutes, let's get this thing stitched up, bandaged.
They were without him and they couldn't last 30 seconds till it went in. Either which way, they have to readjust. It's life. It happens. They have to readjust. No one filled the hole. Casemiro didn't. I think Casemiro could have dropped a little bit. He was too far outside near boys. But my God, Dalot has got to do a better job there.
What about the job that the Man United midfield has done? You singled out Eriksen and Casemiro before the game. Have they struggled?
Look, they've struggled, and this is why I want to. The two of them there, Casemiro, Eriksen, gone the high press. Brentford beat it. Look at Eriksen here. So when I use the term, and I've used it several times, no legs, you can't run. That is why you can't go from one end of the pitch to the other without anyone laying a glove on you. Johnny Evans here, protecting himself, so he drops off. All of a sudden, the ball gets played into feet, can't react. Then he's in no man's land and gets played around. The next one coming up here is a ball up the top. Two midfield players can't get near. What's the knockdown? They have got to be swarming that area. You just cannot keep. This is actually where De Ligt picked up the injury. Yeah. Here, look, where Damsgaard just drops the shoulder. One pass, takes the two of them out of it. Look at the two of them in the centre of the pitch recovering. Look at this. Damsgaard has turned a 5-yard deficit into a 5-yard gain on Casemiro. Another little ball. Casemiro can't move his feet, can't get near it. Johnny Evans doesn't want to come out. So I just wanted to put in. Sorry, this is the last one here where just plays it by Eriksen. Look at Casemiro in the middle of the pitch on his own here. He cannot deal with those spaces. So I just wanted to put a visual representation of what it looks like, because I use the term all the time, no legs, can't run.
Yeah.
You will not win games of football with 2 central midfield players like that.
I can't add to that, but this is it. This is the reality of the situation. You've got to try and fix that. Ugarte's sat on the bench. You've got to get him onto the pitch, but they're so short in there. This was a team that was dominating possession for 85% of the game. You could maybe suffer it, but they're not. They've had the majority of possession of the ball, Brentford. And when they give up the ball, United, you worry.
1979 was the last time Manchester United lost 3 league games in a row at Old Trafford, so some more unwanted history could be on the way unless they turn it around after the break.
Manchester United come from behind to beat Brentford at Old Trafford. Let's have a look at the way they got back into it, Tim. 90 seconds into the restart, and Garnacho with a brilliant finish.
Yeah, Marcus Rashford makes a wonderful pass there. He just delivers it to the far post. He comes on, he watches it all the way. He's got a good sighting of it. The timing of his run is fantastic. He just steadies himself, and it's wonderful technique, Jay.
Yeah, I think you have to, because obviously the ball travels a long way, you have to really concentrate and try and get good contact. Yeah, it's a fantastic finish. Brilliant.
Yeah, he had 8 shots today in the game.
Yeah.
He was in the mood, wasn't he? At points, was he making the right decisions, though?
No, when he gets on the left-hand side, time and time again, you see him do the same thing, and he hits one with his left foot, and he's always seemed to be laying back, and he hits it high and wide. He needs to get 50 balls every single day on that left-hand side and maybe chop back onto his right, Thierry Henry, bottom corner. He needs to practice. He can still develop, this boy, because he has got talent. He is a real threat. He has got the pace. But at the start of the second half there, they really put pressure on because the sun was in the goalkeeper's eyes, wasn't it?
Yeah.
They were shooting from everywhere.
They were.
So I think he struggled to see that anyway, but I'm not sure he would have saved it.
As for Rasmus Højlund's ultimately winning goal,
Yeah.
how much of it was composure from him?
Oh, it's a brilliant finish. I mean, he's someone. I think if he don't get enough chances. I think if you give him chances, he can finish. And that great flick by Bruno there. But just here, that composure, just lifts it over the goalkeeper. It's brilliant. It's a fantastic finish. I love goals like that because he doesn't panic. He does everything right. The goalkeeper goes down. He has a final look, which is good, and just lifts it over him, calm. It's brilliant. But I think, if you give him chances, he'll score because he's a good finisher.
Yeah, and the big thing here, Tim, let's not forget, United struggled in front of goal in recent games.
Yeah.
They've gone over 5 hours without scoring in the league. So having 2 of their forwards scoring today, that's going to mean a lot to Ten Hag.
Major positive, yeah. Hopefully they can get some confidence. We see it happen with Tottenham, with Johnson, and I just think they're capable. With the confidence, I think this boy needs the chances. They need to create more, need to get the ball forward, pass it forward quicker, and give him some chances and let him get on a run.
Tim was very careful to put that win in context a little earlier, before the break, and the fact that they're around the 10th position still. But for you, Jermaine, does that ease the pressure on their manager?
A little bit. I think he's been there before where he's been under pressure on that and he just seems to manage to get a win. But like Tim said before, you have to be realistic and, at the end of the day, you played against Brentford, but you should be winning games like this at home.
Yeah.
You should be winning games like this at home and putting in these good performances. So sometimes I think it's more than just a result. I spoke before about the way Man United play. You want to see a better playing style. More energy. I thought the second half was really good. A better performance from them. But I think going forward, the games are going to be difficult. And for me, I still feel like he has to do a lot more. The manager, still has to do a lot more.
Yeah. For Brentford, their away form's a concern, isn't it?
Yeah. To be fair to them, they've had tough games away from home. But yeah, they're flying away from home. But what are Brentford? Brentford are a mid-table side. That's where they're going to be. They perhaps have a run in a domestic cup competition, but they're there to spring surprises every now and again and develop some players, sell them on, and perhaps develop a manager. And maybe he goes to a bigger club. But they know what they are, and I think they're a well-run club.
OK, we've just got to tell you, it's full time now at Portman Road between Ipswich and Everton. Everton have picked up